Welcome to this, my second stage. Today I'm featuring a walk along the coast at Weston Mare. It's the 7th of July and just before 5 AM when I set out from the southern end of the beach. This aerial view, not from my drone, helps to show some of the landmarks. I'm starting my walk from the village of Uphill at the southern end of the beach. I will be passing the Tropicana, the Seaquarium, the Grand Pier and Nightstone Island before going on to Burnbeck Pier. Off to my left is Breen Down, which I explored in stage 1. I'm just above the high water mark and notably the beach has been set out in various zones. Looking north, the beach will take me along the esplanade at Weston to my ultimate destination at Burnbeck Pier. The yellow sign to the left of the picture warns of sinking mud. Despite such warnings, people get their cars and themselves stuck. It falls to the RNLI to rescue such people. Here, the dawning sun is just illuminating the Royal Sands development. The new properties surround the former chapel of the Royal Hospital, which was built in the 1870s. The Victorian history of Weston had started rather earlier. Isambard Kingdom Brunel and his family lived in the town whilst he supervised the building of the Bristol and Exeter Railway. With the opening of that railway in 1841, thousands of visitors came from Bristol, the Midlands and further afield. Even more came from paddle steamer from South Wales. Weston became firmly established as a tourist destination. As I continue, I'm reminded of the recent controversy when the council installed these beach huts. In order that the hut tenants could have a modicum of privacy, others were encouraged to walk at the rear of the huts. As I approach the Tropicana, I go down to an oval pond on the beach and thus comply with the drone rules. Once the drone has climbed high enough, I fly over the Tropicana. This was opened in 1937 as The Pool. At the time it was the largest open-air pool in Europe. It was not until 1983 that it was branded the Tropicana. It gradually fell into decline and was closed in the year 2000. After several proposals for redevelopment, it was recommended for demolition in 2011. Right now it houses a fun fair. Immediately to the north is the light-coloured roof of the Seaquarium. It's time to continue, so I decide to bring the drone down. As I walk past the entrance of the Tropicana, I'm reminded that in 2015, street artist Banksy organised the pop-up exhibition he called Dismaland. As such, it's been described as a sinister twist on Disneyland. The event was opened for just over a month and attracted huge crowds. On the wall of the building is this incongruous blue plaque recording the fact that Emperor Haile Selassie of Ethiopia visited the pool during his exile in the city of Bath. Sadly, the Seaquarium, despite its prominent position, was closed down last spring. The Grand Pier first opened in 1904. It suffered its first major fire in 1930 and then again in 2008. It was officially reopened in 2011 by Her Royal Highness the Princess Royal after a rebuilding costing an estimated £39 million. The current Winter Gardens building was designed in 1924, and in order to comply with height restrictions, it featured a sunken ballroom floor. Reputed to be then costing £1,000 a week to run, the council sold the building in 2016 to Weston College, seemingly for a nominal fee. Redevelopment was finally completed in 2017. In 1830, Knightstone Island was purchased and developed to provide a theatre, swimming pool and sauna. But after years of dereliction, the site was redeveloped between 2006 and 2007 to include luxury apartments and commercial outlets. Burnbeck Pier was the first pier in Weston and opened in 1867. It is unique in Britain, being a pier linking to an island. In its heyday, it offered various visitor attractions such as a bioscope, an ice rink and a switchback. The North Pier was added to allow docking of steamers bringing visitors from South Wales. The pier became the natural home of the RNLI. The first lifeboat station and slipway was built in 1899. In 1902, a replacement station and slipway was built. During the war, the pier was requisitioned by the Admiralty and became HMS Burnbeck for the Department of Miscellaneous Weapons Development, otherwise known as the Wheezers and Dodgers. As times changed, there was increasing competition from the Grand Pier. Burnbeck Pier gradually lost favour and finally closed in 1994. The RNLI continued operation from the island and even invested in a walkway when the pier timbers became unsafe. They finally abandoned the island in 2013. Recent news reports suggest that a compulsory purchase order is under consideration, with the possibility that the RNLI will take over ownership of the island. Looking south from the drone's elevated position, we can see Knightstone Island with its adjacent marine lake retained by a port causeway. The elevated woodland is Worlbury Hill, which dominates the town. Looking to the north is Sand Bay, which I hope to visit next. Returning south, I pass by the RNLI's current temporary facility at Knightstone Island. It is from here that the crews must operate until a permanent home can be found. Having walked back along the esplanade and the beach, I finally make it back to my car at Uphill. I had hoped to fly the drone from here, but there were now too many people about. It seems that this structure is a Mark 25 pillbox. Today's trip has added 5.38 miles towards my Samarathon. If you would like to sponsor me, you will find a link in the notes below. Again, very many thanks for watching.